Good morning. Who got their training in? Let me know. We are done. Home by 8:30. Ready for the next rocking workout. We're gonna. You guys will see this. I'm gonna be hitting a second one today. Yeah, it's that time. It's that time. So, anybody that's doing 30 and you feel like you want to amp it up a little bit, let's talk later today, possibly on the Titan crew. And then let me know if you want to ride that way with me. And what is making you think that you should ride that way? For me, I noticed that I recovered last week. I recovered well last week. And so this week I kind of want to push it. You know what I mean? It's like, because this is about cutting up, right? And so I just kind of want to add in a little bit more. Also, in the subscription, you guys will see some of the fun ab work that I'm doing. We'll be hitting that this afternoon as well. What's my favorite exercise? Squats. I think squats is every guy's favorite exercise. I don't think there's a guy alive that doesn't like squats. Am I wrong?
No, you're right. Because you used the word guy. Have you used a different, descriptor? I would disagree.
Disagree on that? Yeah, that was gold. Look at Jimmy this morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
These are great. That's his personality. He's got such a.
Hell yeah. What do you think about the results for the Olympia?
Oh, I'm happy for the winners in all the categories. I'm disappointed in the fitness, I guess it's called. The lead girl got hurt. Never want to see an athlete, mostly at that point, get hurt. Yeah, she blew her knee out. That's just, and so that I wasn't happy with. C-Bum's killing it. Yeah, nobody's going to touch him. He'll have to retire for somebody else to win that. It's like him first, and then the next closest guy is fifth. It's like he's just light years ahead. Or I'd like to see him switch and go to the open.
Oh man.
So that's kind of cool. Bodybuilding, I know that the wrestler won, right? Beast. So happy about that. And what else we got? Girls all the way through. I don't know much. The bikini, the wellness, those guys. It's great stuff. What about you? What do you think of the results? Have you got opinions about the results for the Olympia?
Stubborn fat sucks. Can't wait to lose these weight loss.
From what I understand, stubborn fat is that last bit of fat. It's not the beginning of fat.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm guessing you're at the last part of your diet. Yeah. So yeah, it's that. And I'm not sure there's a weight on it. Hopefully you put on some muscle, maybe so the weight isn't relative to what you think you should be at, but maybe it looks different. I don't know. But stubborn fat, yeah, it's fun for me for the stubborn fat because the basic fat is, you start your diet and that stuff leaves, but it's like that insertions and making the body look completely different. That little stubborn fat that wants to stay there. And I know everybody else around you probably goes, dude, you're already in shape, but you want the separation between the muscle and the insertion. For me, I want that. I want that little where you see the muscle curve into the body, not just the line. So yeah, stubborn fat's always, and that's why you always want to make sure that you save something for the end of the work diet. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, save, don't use all your tools and tricks at the beginning. Make sure that you do something that you could use those things at the end when you got to get the stubborn fat off of there. I know that makes sense to you guys.
Pulling up a link for the people because they might not know about Canva over here on YouTube.
Really? Because Cameo's been killing it.
I know. Let's feel more.
I've been averaging like 10 a day. It's like, what? I love it. I love it. Which is cool. Those posts are blowing. 22 mil on TikTok. 22 mil. That thing is going ballistic. Which is cool. Let's get this. The diehards. The diehards. We got
Mike, just letting you know I'm having a great day. Just got back from the gym. Crushed it.
love it. Absolutely love it. You and me both, my man. I love that. I love that. I did a live on the way to the gym, and I talked about that it has to be done first thing in the morning because the day can, the way days work. It's I know you got a plan for how the day is going to work, and mentally and physically can work, but sometimes things pop up, and I just don't want that. And then also, it's just that metaphor that they use with the oxygen on the plane. You know, put your mask on first before putting and helping others. Before you put it on your kid, put it on yourself first. And I thought that's a great metaphor for life. You have to get up first thing, take care of your health, take care of that workout, get that done. The rest of the day, it's easy to stay on nutrition. The nutrition is the easiest part, and I don't know why people say it's the hardest part. Nutrition is the easiest part, but taking time out of your day to get up, get to the gym, do that drive, spend the time in the gym, do the drive home. That's a commitment. Meals, though, it takes 5 minutes to eat. Your meals are already prepped, or you just use a company like Icon and Piemonte's, and you have your meal sent to you. So that takes no time. You're staying on your plan. That's just a mental thing. Easy enough. But get up, get the workout in, take care of yourself so you can do everything else.
Can a week off contribute to boosting strength?
Of course it can. That's why powerlifters take a week off before their meet. Don't confuse something, though. Don't confuse it. You take a week off, go in and lift. You take another week off and go in and lift. That's the only problem with the time between. Because most people are like, oh, I went on vacation. I came back so strong. Maybe I should lift only once or twice a week now. And at the end of the day, you can't get away with that whole principle of twice a week, once a week, and just going for strength. Because strength is one gauge of or one measurement of enhancing the body. There's a lot more to it. And there's a lot more to it for life. So, I mean, I love the fact that it's a great measurement for you, but there's other measurements.
So for Titan Talk Tuesday.
Hey, yeah, and I know I put up a post today that we're going to talk to John. We're not talking to John today. Blood work. We're going to talk to a specialist today, a wellness specialist from Titan Medical. So this is like, what are the questions he'll ask you? What is his recommendation? Why should you get blood work? What numbers is he looking for? Let's say skip bodybuilding, powerlifting, athletics. What is he looking for you to be a healthy human? That might be the first thing. And then what numbers to be a meta-human? I mean, that's what I'm looking for. What numbers can I push to make sure that my body's working at a unrealistic, healthy amount? That would be kind of cool. And I just thought of that now. Because I don't want the numbers to be decent. And I definitely don't want the numbers to be double nickels. Like, oh, well, they're good for your age. That's absolutely snowflake-ish. So that's not going to be something I thought of. Thank you so much, man. That was a fun show. It's funny, that Workaholics, World's Finest, those fun little projects, man, there's a a niche for those and people going, "I loved you in that." So I love it. Thank you guys. I appreciate that, man. Wow. Oh, wow. Body bone. Good morning, guys.
Yeah.
Whoa. Whoa. Um, if you didn't see earlier, I'll say it here. You'll be able to see it at another time on subscriptions. Is that man? I woke up today, 4:45. It was the earliest day I've woken. And again, you understand when I say wake up, I'm waking up without an alarm. Okay, so that is me waking up, going, I am refreshed. I'm ready to go. And yes, I still got this on. So still calculating, still trying to understand it, use them for what it's good and that I could relate to, and then discarding what it doesn't make sense to me. Today's Tuesday. We've been on the Blitz now for 9 days. And yeah, the body, wow. I like the taper. The taper of the waist, line is coming much quicker. Coming much quicker. I know that every time I do the Blitz, I always wait till day 15 is like, whoa, what what was that? How did that happen? Um, but day 9 was for me like, oh, this is hitting. You weigh 59 kilos. 59 kilos would be 110, 112.
What should I do to reach 60? Just 65.
Yeah,
Is it young?
yeah. I mean, whatever you're doing, I make sure to make sure that your calories is 120. Is 45 is 90.
Dumbbell.
90, yeah. So make sure the calories are a little bit more than what you're doing, and make sure to utilize those workouts to the point of where you're building the muscle and not burning off everything. You know what I mean? It's like I'd make sure that you're not doing any cardio. That's for sure. Yeah, but just those little steps right there. And that's the great thing about the journal, right? You guys are writing down what you're eating, what your calorie take is in. Steve Orozco came over yesterday, MMA fighter, beast of a guy. And he goes over to in my kitchen. I don't know if you see it, but there's a there's a pantry, and it has my nutrition taped, just like your kids' homework or something like that, or grades on the refrigerator. I tape them on the cabinets, and it is the meal plan that I'm on, and the calorie intake and fats, breakdown, fibers, all that kind of stuff right there. And he was kind of going over it and reading it, and so you know that's common knowledge for me to put that thing up there so I can see it, know it, and if Mona's making the meal or something, um, we go right to that and look at it and go, okay, I know what my plan is. Because you just the Titan meal plan, all you got to do is print that bad boy out for you, and you know what you're going to be doing, and you're set. But the reason I thought it was interesting is this guy is an elite athlete. Um, and he hasn't done something like that before, but he's starting to do that now because he's going to start the 30-day blitz as well. God, taking creatine in a dry out. First thing in the morning is best. Yeah. Yep, it really is. First thing in the morning. And that's you can always schedule that workout too around time where you can't do work. That's why I kind of like morning early, early, early. Getting back to it. Go back one. Wrist pain.
How do you avoid wrist pain when training biceps?
Well, there's something going on. I mean, I don't think people have to really worry about wrist pain. So any kind of pain is something that's going on with you individually. So I would make sure to check on why that is already. I don't know how old you are. I don't know if it's onset of carpal tunnel, something going on with the wrists, or you hurt it before or something like that. Broke it as a kid. Um, something like that. I would just check. Scotland, my island. Oh, that was Ireland. Sorry. Thank you. Thank you, AJ. Appreciate it, my friend. This kid's kicking ass. This kid's kicking ass. He is consistent. He's one of my one-on-ones. He is like boom, boom, boom. Gets him in and does good check-ins too. He kind of gives me details on like meal three is kind of filling me. All right, let's pull back that and see if we can put some extra calories in the other meals to make sure he's still getting the calorie intake, the fats, the proteins, the carbs that he needs to keep building.
What do you like about Mike Mentzer's training? We were just kind of talking about that the other day.
Yeah. Timmy.
Got injured, had to stop lifting for a week. Was surprised that my strength increased. This person that asked if
Yeah.
should take a week off.
Yeah, it's always good. I'm glad that you're back and you're better though, injury wise. But it's just rested. Shows you maybe that you were overtraining a little too much. And then the injuries also, I don't know how you got injured, or if it was a fatigue lift or just wear and tear or just a little slip. But I'm glad it took just 1 week for you to come back. I know people say Mike Metzer, but it's Arthur Jones. Arthur Jones is really the father of that intense training. And I love Arthur Jones. I love how he talks. I love what he says. I, very intelligent. Yeah.
30 Day Blitz Volume 2. Does it include any guidance on nutrition and meals that we should be having? If not, all good. I'll sign up for the tight meal plan.
Yeah, I mean, that's the great thing about Blitz 1 and Blitz 2 is it gives you everything that you need to do and how to do it. And also volume 2 is even a little bit more lenient. And volume 1 was exactly what I want you to eat and how and cardio and training. But volume 2 is more lenient and allowing you to also my suggestions and then you taking those suggestions and implementing those in. So yeah, it gives everything: training, cardio, sleep, nutrition, supplementation, mindset, and then the options of if there is a specific type of food that you kind of also want to eat. It would help you with that. So it's great layout. Go back up to the 18.
18.
Yeah. So right now you're on the green. Go up 1 or 2.
This one, how many pull-ups is good for an 18-year-old?
I thought it said deadlift. There goes my eyesight. Jeez Louise. I thought it said, should an under 18-year-old do deadlifts? How many? No, probably not. It's my eyesight. Well, do you guys, I don't know if they have the presidential award anymore in schools, but I know that I set the record at 28 when I was in 6th grade pull-ups. And so it was a thing that you would get when you're in 4th, 5th, or 6th grade. And that you would do like pull-ups, running, push-ups, sit-ups, all these kind of things. And it was to help kids stay active. And yeah, my goal every year when I was in that grade is to set the records. And they put it on the wall in the school and stuff like that. So 18, depending on your body weight, I would say 20 would be good. 25 if you're on the light side. If you're close to 300, maybe 15, I'm good with that. How many times a week is best to train? I train 3 days a week. and rest 2 days in. Do you see Mary's comment? Mario, sorry. So let me ask you, how many times a week is best to train? I'm not sure that again, I don't think that's a it's best is relevant to you. I hope you guys understand that. And someone here is saying they train 3 days a week, 2 days off during the week, and then they take off the weekends. One thing I would say is never take off the weekends. If you're gonna train, weekends are always a guaranteed training day, Saturday and Sunday. Reason why is it's the weekend. You have time to do that. And during the work week, you may be getting too busy or you need that extra sleep that during the week. So that's what I would do. I would switch that out. So, how many times a week? I train 5 days a week. Jeez Louise. This might be a different one. This is a different one.
Oh, that's a different one.
Yeah. Yeah, how many times a week should best to train? I train 5 days a week and 2 days a rest day. Yeah, that's great. Yeah. Again, just so you understand, how long you been doing this? So that's also another question. So, have you tried 4 days a week? Have you tried 6 days a week? So I would just make sure that your body is not adapting to that and you're still getting sore. You're still getting stronger. Stronger is the key. Like everybody knows, that's a measurement. Are you getting in better shape? Are you feeling healthier? So those are all things I'd make sure that you pull in there and do. Sound good?
Mike, it seemed to have plateaued on the 6-day push-pull leg split.
Okay.
Calorie deficit. Do you recommend a different split, like chest and back, or all arms in one day? Or should I expect this?
Yeah.
For my fat loss.
Yeah, you're on fat loss. So I don't know what you mean by plateau, because you're saying plateau. I'm assuming you mean plateau is that your strength hasn't gone up, but you're in a deficit. So that would not ever be a concern for anybody. You would want to maintain your strength the best you can, knowing that you're still going to lose some of it. You're slicing and dicing. So if you've done this for a bit, then what you mean by plateau is that you're not slicing up anymore. Is that what you're saying? So you see what I'm saying, though, my friend? Yeah. So the strength is irrelevant. It's the cutting, and you're doing 6 days a week. You're in a deficit. You should be moving forward. You should be looking better.
Especially if he's on the plan.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. We're on the 30 days. We're slicing and dicing.
There's no time.
There's no time to plateau. That's the cool thing about the Blitz. It's fun about the Blitz Volume 2 is it doesn't give you time for your body to adapt. We are in it.
How is it possible for a mere mortal to be successful?
Right there. There's the success story. My boy Steve, aka Bruce Lee.
Any recommendations for lowering blood pressure?
Oh, there's tons. Yeah, get rid of body fat, obviously. Lower your body fat. Get in shape. Those are the first two. Make sure you're eating and supporting the nutrition with trying to lower the body fat. Yeah, those are all great ones. Stevie, Sunday. Steve's coming down soon.
Oh, this is the one. Mike, is it advisable to deadlift if under 18 years old?
Yes, 100%. And again, anytime I say any exercise, it's performed correctly. So yeah. So that's 100%.
Funny how it's so obvious, but
yeah, I just want to make sure I say that because the problem with
that's the problem.
If they're asking it, then they're assuming there's something wrong with it.
Yeah, that's the problem.
And that's the problem. Every exercise is great. Mostly, I was deadlifting by the age of 10, 11, and I didn't do it perfect. I was deadlifting 700 before I was out of my teens.
You were deadlifting when you were 6.
So
Your bike's parked outside.
yeah,
You want to pick it up, move it.
yeah, yeah, good point, good point. But yeah, just do the very best you possibly can. Watch the form. Hello, hello.
A lot of fasting questions.
Yeah,
And we should get together with everyone in the Titan crew.
yeah.
Give me a little
Good question. Good question. So if you're on the Blitz, then you know what you need to do with the water and stuff. So thank you for asking that. But yeah, just go back to your reference on the water for the Blitz. Make sure all of you do that. All right. Because remember, everything we were doing prior to the Blitz is prior to the Blitz. And now that we're in the Blitz, let's stay true to the Blitz, okay? Let's not mix and match. That's the big one. And I would love to get in there with the Titan crew. So, guys, if you're in the Titan crew, and what we can do is, I know it's Thanksgiving this week, so it's going to be a hard week to do it this week, but let's try to find a day, maybe Wednesday, maybe Friday, depending on how things are looking, to get a little room going. How's that sound for anybody and everybody on the Blitz? Best way for them to do that. Yeah, well, yeah, see, right? This Blitz is doable for everybody. But go back to this. How could we, if I wanted to talk to everybody that's on the Blitz, this volume 2 right now, everybody that's out there, just pay attention to the ask my team questions right now, trying to figure out how can I do a room or a Zoom with everybody that wants to talk to me that is doing the 30-day Blitz. Because I'm assuming we have their emails and their contact. And maybe what we can do is put a list of a post on the Titan crew and say, hey, if you guys want to talk to us in the room, email over your contact or something. And then we can verify that join the 30-day Blitz, and then we can send out an invite to you guys. So let's do that. What I'll do today is this will go not only on the Facebook fan page, my page, but it will go into the Titan Crew and for you beasts in there. Titan Crew is on Facebook, private group. It's facebook.com/groups/Mike O'Hearn. Now, when you're inside that group, obviously you're going to answer a couple of questions to get in. There is a little sweat equity. You gotta do a little something to get in the group. But when you're in the group, there's the link right here, guys, for you. When you're in the group, you'll be able to see this post. And by the time it's posted in there, it will be a clean slate on there. But we'll put a little information there for you guys, and you just go, hey, I'm Steve Pack. I'm in the Titan crew. I'm on the 30-day Blitz. I would like to do this discussion. And then there will be an email that you send out from there, and you go, okay, we'll send you an invite to the day that we do this. Going to try to make it real easy for everybody, for my team and for you, so we can do this, answer any of those kind of questions. Now that we are, by the time you get this, almost 2 weeks into this, if you're not on the 30-day Blitz, go to my bio, go to the stories, and there'll be links there. And you guys get moving and grooving. You don't have to have started with us a week and a half ago. Thank you. Thank you. Man, that show was fun. And I know I missed the tussle, and I missed the gladiators and Battle Dome and martial arts in the sense of tussling. But being at the arena the other day, wow, I was giddy. I was like, I want to go. And so it's cool being around those guys and girls that level up like that, and ready to tussle. From Sting to Ric Flair to all these people, it was so beautiful. Hi, Lewis. Okay, Lewis's question is, when deadlifting, how many sets and reps for size and strength? Yes, you would do sets and reps for size and strength if you're eating. If you're in a deficit, you're obviously doing reps and sets to slice and dice. Both of those would be off the plan. So you got to make sure that you're following the plan and following those rep ranges. Because remember, when you're doing power bodybuilding, those rep ranges and sets will change because it wants to get you to the very best of your ability on your strength, right? And with strength comes muscle. So that's the coolest thing about it. You know you're growing because you're getting stronger, you're building muscle, you're looking better. So make sure to just follow the plan correctly. For your question, um, life doesn't work that way, unfortunately. It really doesn't. It's like a road. Some roads are 65, some 55, some are 25. Reps and sets are relative to the plan. There is not a global number for you to do.
People who train 6 to 7 days a week get insane DOMs and won't look like Mike. Because Mike trains 12 days a week.
I see what you're saying, but let's not do that. Yeah, let's not do that. I appreciate that, Memphis, but yeah, don't worry about that. Let them train. Let people train. I train 12 days a week this week. Um, how is that's the question. How am I training 12 days in a week? Can anybody answer that question for me? And you guys can jump in here too. Anybody that wants to jump in here. Why? How can someone train 12 days a week? And is anybody else doing that? Because I'd be interesting to see who has jumped into that, going on the Blitz, the way it is set up. Have you making that? There we go. There we go. He got it. Bam. Someone got it. Easy enough. Easy enough. That's exactly right. Now, do I do that all year? Absolutely not. Will I do cardio this year? Possibly, but I don't do it all year. So it just goes back to that point of how many times to train. It's got to change. It's got to change, guys. You got to take those, like we said earlier, the guy said a week off. Well, there is times that you train 4 days a week, just 4 days. And then there's times you train 12 days a week. Okay, so it's a nice range to be able to go back and forth and make sure that you continuously getting better. All right. I got to get out of here, guys. Thanks for hanging. I'll be back in 2 hours with the wellness professional. Really going over depth on what they look for and everything. Guys, you got to. Thank you, Mario. Thank you, Ultimate Art. Keep going, guys. Enjoy the day, and I'll see you in 2 hours. High noon here in the West Coast. All right.